up Jamaica. Nice up yourself. Feel better in your area. Nice up yourself.
And that's exactly what Jamaicans from every nook and cranny of the island have been doing since morning, taking a stand to beautify our land on Labor Day 2014. I know you're tired from all the work you've done today. So as you catch your breath, we'll update you on Labor Day projects right across the island. Thanks for making it Jamaica Magazine. I'm Audrey Williams. Our Labor Day coverage begins now.
Take them on tour, spruce up Jamaica. Feel better in your area. Earn more money, boja. Spruce up Jamaica.
Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Welcome to our special Labor Day edition of JIS News. Thousands of Jamaicans came out today to labor on major government, civic society and private sector supported projects, along with small community-driven activities. Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna led a team of 500 volunteers in beautifying the Climate Change Park in Portmore, this year's National Labor Day project. Shernette Bird was on location and filed this report.
Some 500 volunteers converged on Climate Change Park in Portmore, and from all indications, the activities for the day have been going very well.
No, we're always very heartened by all the volunteers that come out, because we know that everybody can do their own Labor Day project, but this is something that we think over time will be a massive thing for the environment, but also for the citizens who want to come out.
Basically, you know, it's a partnership between the Portmore municipality and the city of Hagen in Germany. We plan to do a lot of solar panels, so all the lights here will be on solar. Of course, the trees will be there as part of the process.
As you know, climate change is one of probably the 3 biggest global challenges we are having. And don't make any mistake, everybody's affected.
Among the volunteers, we have the South African High Commissioner, Matthew Janine.
Now this is, we do Labor Day every year. This is our 3rd Labor Day, so we just enjoy coming out and meeting different people and being useful at the same time.
It's often said that every progressive society is built on the backs of its people, and this project here today, the National Labor Day project at Climate Change Park in Portmore, is a true example of volunteerism and hard work. I'm Shernette Bird, reporting for JIS News.
Portmore wasn't the only city benefiting from beautification projects. In the capital, the Kingston and St Andrew Corporation spearheaded extensive cleanup activities at the St William Grand Park. KSAC staff and other volunteers were out in their numbers, sprucing up the downtown park.
It's a green area for us. This is somewhere because downtown, the people just believe it's the hustle and bustle of downtown. What we are doing, we are trying to have a good, decent park where people can come, just like Emancipation Park, where people can actually come, sit, relax. It is so where persons can meet their friends, they can talk. This is the center of the city, and we want to preserve this as a right to our citizens.
The KSAC's annual efforts were complemented by one corporate entity's special project to give back to the city in which it does business.
It's our 40th anniversary this year, and we wanted to do 40 outreach programs, and we thought what better way than to give back to downtown Kingston, because we've been here for 40 years and this community has served us so well. We employ persons from this area, so we said, you know what, we want to give back to downtown Kingston because we really need to rejuvenate what has been happening in downtown Kingston.
150 volunteers painted pedestrian crossings, parking bays and sidewalks along King, Barry and Charles Streets. Trees were also pruned, a welcome development as the hurricane season draws near. Elsewhere in downtown Kingston, hundreds of representatives from government and NGOs along with residents implemented a major cleanup exercise in the Majesty Gardens community. The project included the removal of debris, replanting of trees and painting of walls within the community. It was done as part of the Planning Institute of Jamaica's Community Renewal Program. The Institute of Jamaica and National Housing Trust also supported the initiative.
NHT is committed to community development. We have a great turnout here at Majesty Gardens. Persons have come out, it's a competition, so there will be cake and trophies, etc. at the end of the competition. Persons are encouraged to clean up their areas in Majesty Gardens and make it a great day.
And members of the community were quite appreciative.
Yeah, we welcome this program in the Majestic Garden community, and we glad to know that the people are come together to see that this program are a standard.
The message of protecting Jamaica's natural resources was also driven home to the country's youngest through this year's observance of National Action Day, a Child Month activity. Tamara McHale tells us more.
Yes, the children got in on the action as today we were out in St. Mary for the National Action Day major project, which is in line with the Labor Day drive of beautifying our land. As the children, in partnership with members of the National Child Month Committee, got busy planting trees. The youngsters got their hands dirty, planting 56 varieties of trees, restoring life to the Robert Schumann roundabout in the parish.
We're planting trees. They beautify the environment.
But the activities were not restricted to St. Mary.
Definitely we have these tree planting projects in St. Catherine, of course Kingston and St. Andrew, Manchester, Hanover, and of course here.
The St. Mary project was sponsored by Jamaica producers at a cost of $200,000.
The children of Jamaica and their parents are some of our very best customers for JP Bananas and for St. Mary's Banana Chips. We believe that this area near Anata Bay and Agualta Vale Farms is one of the most beautiful places in Jamaica, and that if we participated and assisted the children in planting the trees here, many of these children come by and see these trees 5-10 years later and recognize that they have made this particularly beautiful part of their country even more beautiful.
So that's a wrap on the National Action Day Labor Day project in St. Mary. It's good to see the children getting busy planting trees. For JIS News, I'm Tamara McHale.
Children also had a role to play in another Labor Day project, but this time they weren't the workers, but the ones to benefit from the generosity of others. The Bethel Community Centre and Basic School in Westmoreland is in a better position to weather the upcoming hurricane season after men and women from the community fixed the roof and ceiling. The project was spearheaded by the Westmoreland Parish Council.
Because there's quite a bit of children that come to school here. The project really is going to cost us some money. But nevertheless, we have to ensure that whatever we are doing, we do it to the benefit of the younger ones for this area.
Labor Day activities represent the culmination of Workers' Week, and this year, police officers were singled out for recognition as vital members of Jamaica's important labour force. To show appreciation for their contribution to national development, 14 police stations across the island were chosen as this year's parish projects. Carrie Bishop was at the Central Police Station in Kingston.
We're now at the Kingston Central Police Station, where Labor Day activities was abuzz from early. Washing, scraping, cleaning, painting of the facilities. Improvement to the general reception area and other sections of the station is expected to lift the morale of these officers of the law. The building was cleaned and painted, while the officers of the Central Investigation Bureau will also be getting a renovated kitchen. Reporting from downtown Kingston, I'm Carrie Bishop.
In neighbouring St. Andrew, volunteers ensured that officers assigned to Gordon Town had a clean workstation to carry out their regular duties, while others could be seen on the outside.
And I must express appreciation as it relates to the person that came out today to assist the police. We are grateful.
The youth were among those who came out to support the officers.
With me is Chanel, a student of the Holy Childhood High School, and she is volunteering her time today to help with general cleanup of the police station here in Gordon Town. What does it mean for you to give up your time today?
Well, it means a lot to me because not every day teenagers our age come out and do such duties daily. So for us to come out today and help clean up the police station to persons who serve and protect us daily, it's a fairly good feeling, and it means a lot.
The Waterford Police Station was the Portmore Municipality's official parish project. The station was cleaned and benefited from a well-needed paint job. Among those showing love for the Portmore officers were members of the Waterford Youth Club.
Because I realized that in the society people need help, and I want to help so that the place can look better.
Not far from the police station, meanwhile, the Nago Head Transport Centre was getting a welcomed facelift. We now go to Andrea Chisholm, who was at the site.
Thanks, Stacey Ann. So we are here at the Nagahead Transport Centre, which has been abuzz with activities from very early this morning. It's all in a bid to bring order to the transportation sector so that operators and commuters can function in a comfortable environment. This latest initiative is part of the Transport Authority's 2-year Transport Centre modernization project, which is being executed with the help of the Portmore Municipal Council. On Labour Day, individuals carefully measured and marked the spots for the bus lanes so that parking could be done in an orderly fashion.
We have set standards for transportation centres across the island. So we want to ensure that there's order in the transportation centre. People are using the transportation centres and not on the roadways, blocking up traffic, and they're using it, and it's a safe, clean environment for all the commuters.
Shop owners were also a part of the initiative. While taking note of the Labour Day theme, they painted shops and cleared out unnecessary debris.
Well, we are giving the place a facelift, beautifying up so everyone that come in here and shop can see the place so it does look fine and bright up. So that is why we deal with it today. So full force for the whole day.
And when a break was needed to refresh the body and continue working, some natural coconut water did the trick. Community spirit aside, the acting mayor had a bit of advice to users of the Nagahead Transport Centre.
I would say to the residents of Portmore at this time that whatever that we do here, we are asking them to take care of it, and also to make certain that no one put any graffitis on these walls, and we all come together and make certain that we keep it as beautiful as possible.
The Transport Authority and the local authority working together on Labour Day and beyond to ensure a safe, clean and people-centred transport system. For JIS News, I'm Andrea Chisholm.
Close to 100 persons turned out at the Morant Bay Police Station to beautify and improve the space. The Police Youth Club, the National Youth Service, the Rotary Club of St. Thomas and police assigned to the station got involved. Member of Parliament Dr. Fenton Ferguson labelled the project as a fitting example of the National Security Ministry's Unite for Change campaign.
The Unite for Change concept, again tying into Labour Day, I think it's a good opportunity. So it is really good for bonding and for volunteerism, because we tend to believe that volunteerism is dead. But there are those of us who still have a fundamental belief in volunteerism.
Mayor of Morant Bay, Ludlow Matheson, says more than $160,000 was spent on the parish project, which is just one of 50 registered projects in St. Thomas.
We know that some communities try out for the month, some communities like looking help from us, the parish council and the government overall. In the Bath division, which I am the councillor, we know we have at least about 8 projects in that division alone. The Rowlandsfield main road, which that road actually start caving. You have the CDC Youth Club organized with other members in the community. They are scraping the road with a backhoe and doing some drain cleaning and bushing.
And finally, police stations in St. James, St. Elizabeth, Trelawney, Westmoreland and St. Anne also benefited from beautification works this Labour Day. Hanover chose the Ramble Police Station as its parish project.
Because it is the station that we see is really in need of the beautification for Labour Day.
Volunteers cleaned the interior and exterior of the building, while officers who work at the station looked on in gratitude. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.
I find out that this program is a very good program because the purpose of this program is to target inner city youths that drop out of school, never get to make much of themselves. So this is like a second chance.
It's a good look and they need to try it. They need to try it because that is the way right now I'm seeing true life. Because going to angle gun the other way, it doesn't make no sense. You're gonna die.
What I'd have to say to the younger folks like me in the inner city, I will tell them that young is a dead end, and right now them for leg off of the negative energy and try to make something of themselves, try apply themselves as a better man in society, so them can be able to provide for them youths and them family without have to do anything illegal or police have to look for them or nothing like that.
The Citizen Security and Justice Program, CSJP, an initiative of the Ministry of National Security, empowering unattached youth in volatile communities while promoting peace-building initiatives.
Plant flowers, check. Paint pedestrian crossing, check. Spruce up police station. Check. My Labor Day list is complete. What about you? If not, don't wait until next year. Almost any day can be a Labor Day. Go out and get involved in your community. The Prime Minister herself has been leading by example.
My fellow Jamaicans, as we celebrate Labor Day under the theme, Take a Stand, Beautify Our Land, I ask that we all take a stand for the good stewardship of this beautiful land which God has given to us. Today, I invite all Jamaicans to join hands to beautify our land. We must recall the watershed years of the 1930s when Jamaican laborers were grossly underpaid. Several strikes occurred with workers demanding better wages. It was St. William Grant, labor leader and Garveyite, who was among those who took a stand and spoke loudly for the rights of the workers. Jamaica owes a debt of gratitude to the Right Excellent Sir Alexander Bustamante and the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley for the roles they played in defending the rights and advancing the welfare of the Jamaican worker. My fellow Jamaicans, our labor movement has a proud history, as many labor leaders played a pivotal role in the activities of 1938. They took a stand. I speak of AGS Father Coombs, Sir Florizel Glasspool, W.G. McFarlane, and Hugh Buchanan, among others. They took a stand. They did what they could to help their fellow men and women. I speak also of Aggie Bernard and other women who were there in the struggle with our men. They purchased and cooked food for workers who were on strike. They took a stand. Today, as we observe Labor Day, we owe a debt of gratitude to the countless unsung heroes and heroines on whose shoulders we stand. It is because of their efforts that we have been able to shape a modern society. Labor Day highlights the importance of labor in building our nation and transforming our society. In 1972, former Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Michael Manley, introduced the dimensions of volunteerism and self-reliance to the observance of National Labor Day by appealing to all Jamaicans to make it a day of voluntary labor toward community and national development. We are a self-reliant people. This Labor Day, let us demonstrate how self-reliance can work to benefit our communities and develop our country. It was Michael Manley who said, when this country learns the lesson that the only way a nation can become great is when it relies upon itself as a nation, when the community relies upon itself as a community, and when the individual relies upon himself as an individual. So this Labor Day, let us demonstrate that spirit of self-reliance which resides in each and every one of us. Let us go and work on projects in our communities. Let us give our labor of love. Let us build Jamaica. Help repair the homes of our seniors who might need our assistance. Beautify and improve a school, church, or children's home. Let us make our communities beautiful. I commend the thousands of Jamaicans who have volunteered their time and resources in community projects across the length and breadth of our island. Jamaica's beauty is our duty. We have a responsibility to protect our environment. My fellow Jamaicans, this land is ours. It is our gift from God. Treasure it, cherish it, protect it. Let us on this Labor Day take responsibility and encourage our neighbors to do the same. I paraphrase the words of the beautiful patriotic song as I remind us of our responsibility to our island. As we take a stand, let each man, woman, and child say, "This land is mine. God gave this land to me, this brave and ancient land." And when the morning sun reveals her hills and plains, then we see a land where children can run free. So take my hand and work this land with me, and walk this lovely land with me. On this Labor Day, let us take a stand, beautify our land.
Come together and make it work. If you're gonna take it to the limit, don't fake it, just make it the best and best can be.
Are you 35, live in Jamaica, made a worthwhile contribution to the development of your community or parish? You're eligible for the Governor General's Achievement Award. There is also an award for persons 18 to 24 years with high levels of academic achievement. And if you're 24 to 35 years, you could qualify for the Governor General's Award of Excellence.
It's not based on your personal success. It's based on your outreach, doing something to help other people.
For full details of the criteria, application form and supporting documents, visit kingshouse.gov.jm or call 927-6424. Drop off documents at King's House, Hope Road, Kingston 6, or give them to the Justice of the Peace or Custos in your parish. Application deadline May 30, 2014. The Governor General's Achievement Awards Program, recognizing excellence since 1991.
It was US President Barack Obama who said, "The best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something. Don't wait for good things to happen to you. If you go out and make some good things happen, you will fill the world with hope. You will fill yourself with hope." Well, the leader of the opposition, Andrew Holness, is doing a good thing today, laboring to beautify our land while calling on Jamaicans to protect the environment. Listen up.
Fellow Jamaicans, we celebrate Labor Day this year under the theme, "Take a stand, beautify our land." This is an exhortation that has my full support. God has blessed Jamaica with a naturally beautiful physical environment. We are the stewards of this land. As we seek to build our society and economy, we sometimes neglect, sacrifice, and even scar our beautiful environment. Economic and social development does not have to be at the expense of the environment. As stewards of the land God gave us, it is within our capacity to build our society and economy while protecting and even enhancing our environment. Indeed, it is through the protection and enhancement of our environment that we will sustain the growth and development of our society and economy. Environmental issues such as climate change, deforestation, and extinction of species of plant and animal life may sound larger than our field of social responsibility and far removed from our realities in Jamaica. While these large environmental problems require intervention at the level of national governments and international agencies, the effect of these problems are felt locally and are closer to us than we think. More frequent and intense weather events such as hurricanes, flooding, and drought have a direct impact on our daily lives, from agriculture and food supply to health and to energy costs. Our individual actions have collectively created these global environmental issues. We can create our own small local solutions and collectively have a positive global impact on our environment. Each of us leaves a footprint on the sands of our environment in our journey towards growth and development. Is our footprint one that tramples the environment by disposing of waste in our gullies, cutting down our trees, overfishing in sanctuaries, and releasing harmful chemicals into the atmosphere by uncontrolled burning of garbage? Or, as good stewards, do we accept the challenge to order our individual steps so we can protect and preserve our God-given gift for which we must account someday? What is the first step? The spread of a general consciousness about the environment is always a good idea. Events like Labor Day offer us a national platform on which we can have a conversation about our environment and preserving the beauty of our land. Labor Day also offers the opportunity for empowerment and action, individually or collectively. Those plastic bottles that we throw out with the rest of the garbage, sometimes in the gullies, how about separating them for a recycling company to collect? Why not plant some trees and flowers today? Today would be the perfect opportunity to change out those incandescent light bulbs to more energy-conserving bulbs. The beautification of our land is not only of aesthetic value, but it also speaks to the principles of a healthy environment and healthy living. How about cleaning up the sidewalk in front of your home? And while you're at it, call out your neighbor to join you. And before you know it, you would have cleaned up the entire street and made a beautiful landscape. Let this Labor Day be the beginning of our consciousness as good stewards of our land. Let us take a stand to order our steps so that our footprints will show a positive impact on our land. Have a rewarding Labor Day.
There'll be a better tomorrow. 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 There'll be a day. There'll be a way. There'll come a time to sing a brand new song. There'll be a better tomorrow.
We've come to the end of this Labor Day edition of Jamaica Magazine. Hope you were inspired to volunteer and do something great in your community, service club, or even your church group. While you do that, catch up on the latest government information. Visit jis.gov.jm or follow us on Twitter at JIS News. You may also share your thoughts via email, jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. I'm Audrey Williams, and this has been Jamaica Magazine. Another program comes your way tomorrow. Take care, and thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.